Godox LEDP260C. Remote control. Doesn't seem that sturdy, but the light itself is very lightweight. This is a very brief test that compares the Godox LEDP260C to the DryCast DRSL R400B. They gotta change that name. I wanted to see the differences between these two because I've already had this, and this was a really good buy for me. When I bought it on sale, it was only $100, and for $100 it came with this light, this carrying case, and the stand that it's on. Whereas this Godox was $81, and all it came with was the light itself. No bag or stand. So let's just test the brightness here. They each allow 2 MPF Sony batteries. However, the Godox needs 2 in order to run, and the DryCast, it only needs 1 battery. Right now I'm shooting on a Canon GX7 Mark III. It's a 1-inch sensor. I'm shooting at 30p, 1/60th of a shutter. I'm at ISO 400 and f2.8. So you're gonna see the brightness levels of what that can do if you have a similar camera. I'm gonna try the DryCast first. So let's turn on the DryCast. It's at 10%. You have separate knobs for the white balance, color temperature, and for the intensity. Whereas the Godox, you only have 1 knob for everything that you gotta press in and out. That could be a benefit. So right now, I'm at the minimum intensity, and I'm at 5600. There's only enough numerals for 2, and you'll see on this one, you can have the full readout, but this is 5600, and then the intensity right now is at 10, and I'm looking at that phone. All right, there we go, I can see both. It goes to 99, and that's how bright it is. Now when I shift the color, it gets brighter because it's using 2 types of LEDs, I believe, the tungsten and the daylight. So when I go towards the middle, you'll notice it's using half of each instead of all 1, and it gets brighter. And that area is blown out now. So at 43, 44, it's right in the middle. So this is the brightest. And then when I go all the way to 3200, you see it dims down as the color temperature changes. It's still bright though. And 44. Let's turn this off. Now the Godox. Godox, switching it on. And turning the knob down. You have a lot more features with the Godox. It can do a lot more. It has a remote control. The DryCast doesn't have a remote control at all. So you can control this remotely, and you can have multiple Godox panels all in sync with each other. So right now this is at 5600, 10%. It only goes down to 10%. Let's look at the, let me get farther back here. Okay, you're seeing the, I'm trying to get this in the frame, and then you can also see that phone as reference. Not a great reference, sorry, but it's something. I'm going from 10%, it's 25, 50, 65, 75, all the way to 100. This is the max output, and that is a lot brighter. I think it has more LEDs, and it also is a bigger surface, so it's gonna look brighter because of that. Now I'm gonna switch color temperatures. Push in. Now I can switch color temperatures. I'm going to 44. Now in 44 on the DryCast, it was the max brightness. I'm wondering, I can't tell if that's the max brightness. It looks the same. Now I'm going to 38, and 33. It doesn't go to 32, it goes to 33. From my eye, I haven't seen a luminance difference, a brightness difference. It seems like as I shift through the color temperatures, to me it looks the same amount of brightness. Whereas the dry cast, there was a clear shift in brightness from tungsten to daylight and in between. As far as the build quality goes, the dry cast is all metal, or it feels like it's aluminum here, with a metal yoke, with some plastic parts, but it's a metal yoke, and then it's very secure. In comparison, the Godox is all plastic. It's lighter, lightweight, but it's flimsy, especially the mount here. This mount is very flimsy, and since the light is bigger, see how it shakes? Yeah, I don't like that much. It doesn't seem as safe. And then this one, when I shake the dry cast, not as much. It's solid. So there's pros and cons for both. I like having two of these lights. I already have two of the dry casts, and I was debating of getting two of these, but right now, I think I like it. It works.